Hi, those of you that know me know that I'm a Christian writer and filmmaker who suffers from schizophrenia. I spent 8 years of my youth in jail between the age of 15 and 24. I was last released from jail in 1992, so I've been out of jail about 34 years now. The strange thing is that from that time in jail, I still suffer from extreme PTSD. But one thing I've noticed is that in the past 10 years, I've finally started to feel more relaxed, especially in the past few years. I used to be extremely hyper vigilant. Everywhere I went, whether I was on a bus, whether I was in a restaurant, wherever I went, I always had extreme hypervigilance. I was always looking around me, looking for signs of danger. If I walked into a room or somewhere and there was a lot of men there, I would automatically weigh up who I thought was a threat to me. I can remember even being in restaurants and things like that where you should feel relaxed, constantly looking over my shoulder, seeing who was behind me and things like that. I think what it is, when you grow up in a prison environment, it can make you extremely paranoid because prison is a place where everything can be going well and the good atmosphere, and all of a sudden everything changes. Someone gets attacked, someone gets burnt, someone gets stabbed. And over the years in prison, I got into loads of fights, especially when I first went to prison because people tried to bully me. In them days, even though I'm 6 foot tall, I was only 10.5 stone. I'm about 13.5 stone now. I've put on weight as I've grown older, and now I'm quite big and chunky. But when I was in prison, I was just like a tall, skinny psychopath. But as I say, prison is a place where you kind of learn to have eyes in the back of your head. You're always on guard. You're always watching what's going on around you, and you're ready to defend yourself in a split second. But as I say, like in the past 10 years, I've started to really relax. I think partly because I've been a Christian for a long time, and partly you just kind of start healing slowly but surely. I think in the past few years, especially, I've really started to relax now, and I don't feel so frightened. You know, in the old days when I first come out of jail for years, if I see a car pull up, the first thing I think is someone's going to unwind the window and shoot me. Or if I'm walking towards a gang of teenagers, the first thing I used to be worried about is that someone's going to pull out a knife and stab me. But I'm a lot more relaxed than I used to be. And yeah, that's a good thing. I don't feel so hyper vigilant anymore. Don't feel so paranoid. And as I say, I feel much more relaxed now. And that's a good thing and part of Christ's continuing slow healing for me.